Finally. Hello, hello. Sorry, had a few technical difficulties somewhere along the line. It's been a while since I went live, but the setup changed a little bit. Hi, Melody. Hi, Georgia. You guys might be the only ones here because the original link I did, I don't think worked. Melody, you're going to have to coach me on the live. Hi, everyone. It's going to be a pretty quick video. Again, it's been a while since I went live, so forgive me, and I am a one-man show, so I will probably wait and answer questions at the end if you have any. Thanks, Georgia. Hi, Ashish. Oh my gosh, now the pressure's on. All right, guys, we are looking at the new Cricut EasyPress 2 today, and this is one of them. They come in 3 different sizes. There is the 6x7, there is the 9x9, which is this one, which is also the same as the original one that came out, and then there is the 12x10. I'm going to use this one. I'm doing a toddler t-shirt. This is a kid's size 4, extra small. So the 9x9 is the perfect size for this one. The new EasyPress 2, I'm sure you've heard, but if you haven't, what's the difference between the new one and the original EasyPress? One, this heats up a lot faster. I'm going to go ahead and set this to start heating up while we're talking, and we are using the EasyPress matte, and we're using standard light on a cotton t-shirt, so we need it at 315. So you can see just how fast this is going to come up to temperature. Another new feature of the EasyPress 2 is the improved protective base plate. This is even better at keeping the heat off of your desktop. They've redesigned it, and it's also easier to just set your press in. Everything's just a little more streamlined. The base plate has been improved. The color is a little bit different. This is kind of a flamingo, peachy, orangey color. It is also, I think, the color of the year. And let's see, what else? We have the handles the same, the heat plate's been redesigned, and you still have the automatic shutoff after 10 seconds of no use. So what I have done beforehand is go ahead and cut out all of my design, and this is part of the new Cricut mystery box. This is from the Mickey and Friends Spooktacular. So if you just bought the mystery box, this is one of the images that you got, and it is a pretty complicated image. This is a 7-layer image, and I have previously cut out all of the images. And one thing that I did on this, I started to do an edited video because I was going to show you how to slice, but this one got pretty complicated. But when I'm doing iron-on, I don't like to layer more than 3, maybe 4 layers on top of each other, just because it gets hot. When you have layer on layer on layer, the inside of the shirt starts to be pretty stiff. So what I did was go in and slice out some of the layers. So I sliced out the shoes on this layer, and you're going to see as we go through some of the other layers that I sliced out. So I wanted to show you how to do a multi-layer design. Again, this is a toddler size 4 t-shirt. You can see we're already up to temp. That was really fast. And I am just going to put my first layer down, and I'm eyeballing it. I like to go 2 to 3, pretty centered. So for the first layer, we brought our heat press up to, our EasyPress up to 315. And I'm not even going to worry about the timer. I'm just going to put it on there for a few seconds just to get that layer partially adhered. And I'm just using a gentle pressure, just enough of my hand pushing down on it to make sure that it's making 100% contact. All right, so we've got this first layer on, and I'm going to peel it off. All right, that's one layer down. So you notice we did not press for the entire time for the first layer. And we're not going to press for the entire time for each layer after until we have the entire design on. Now here is a second layer. And again, I've sliced the shoes out. So we're not having 4 and 5 layers of iron-on top of each other. I also added the hat, which I took off of the first layer, but I sliced out the inside of the hat. So using the slice feature is quite helpful in keeping the bulk of the iron-on down so that your shirt doesn't get real thick and bulky. And I'm just lining things up here. I also like the fact that I can see where to line everything up. All right. So again, I'm just going to press it for a few seconds. Make sure that's in place. Press and hold. I'm going to say maybe 5 to 10 seconds. The EasyPress 2s will not be available for sale until this fall, sometime this fall. They have not given a release date yet, but you can look for them this fall. If you've already purchased the first EasyPress, don't be upset. It still works just like it always did. It's still a fantastic machine. The EasyPress 2 also, I forgot to mention, goes up to 400 degrees now. So if you're into the sublimation transfers, the EasyPress 2 goes up to 400 degrees, which is hotter than the first one, which I believe is 360. All right, so here we are, layer 3. And I stuck all these together so that I got everything layered correctly. So again, I'm just placing this right on top. And you can see here, I sliced out all of this, all of his face. This was a solid layer on the face and the hat and the pumpkin. I sliced all of that out so that I'm not loading this shirt up with layers and layers and layers of iron-on, which will make it sort of hot and uncomfortable. So you guys can use these cuttable images for iron-on as well. It's very versatile. All right. Good morning, everyone. I got the image from, it's called Mickey and Friends Spooktacular. It's part of the August mystery box that just came out. All right. And you can see this size, oops, we're not quite stuck down yet. So I'm going to redo that. And again, you just need to apply enough pressure to make sure that you're making full contact with your image. And this size is perfect for the toddlers. I love the smaller size. I don't know if you saw my other video, the smaller size for hats and onesies. And the larger size for adult shirts is really, really awesome. Oh no, it's stuck. All right, let me fix this. Maybe. I can get that back into place. I'm talking and not paying attention to what I'm doing. Might have just messed that hand up a little bit, but I can fix that. I'm gonna go ahead and press it again and make sure I'm covering the whole design. Yes, Melody and Sheila are here. Hi, guys. All right, so I messed that hand up a little bit, but I can totally fix it. All right, what? Need to take my time. Let's see, I've got a spot up here that's not stuck. I'm gonna pull this down a little bit. has a lot of little pieces. There we go. All right, so now we are going to start filling in some of the blanks on here. So I have a shoe, which is going to go right in here. And you can see I have just one layer of iron-on versus 5 layers that I would have had where his shoes are. Put that down. Let's see if we can get anything else on here at the same time. Here is the pumpkin's face. And you can put multiple layers down at once as long as they are not overlapping on the transfer material. And let's see. We have this layer, which goes right there. And I need to cut this layer apart. These are the handles for the pumpkin. We'll have to put those on separately, and this is the hat. So I can put all of these layers on at the same time. And I'm going to go a little bit longer this time. Just gonna have to fix that hand. So let's hit the timer and just see how long we go. I'm gonna go about 10 or 15 seconds. Hi, Joan. You're always so nice in your comments. Sheila did 13 for the grandkids and cousin camp, but did single layer. It turned out cute. Isn't that fun? I saw somebody, oops, I did the whole time. I saw somebody did, took theirs to a campsite, which I thought was really fun. Make shirts on the spot for people. So I'm just peeling off all of the layers. Whoa. All right. Need to be a little more careful. And we got shoes. All right, now we're going to do the mouth. Those are right there. And the handles to the pumpkin. All right, here. So this was a pretty intricate design, but totally doable. And you wouldn't have to slice out all of the layers like I did. I just did. I thought it made it a little bit easier. And now, since these are just small pieces, I'm going to use my Teflon sheet just to be sure I don't melt anything. And I'm going to put it down for another 10 seconds, let's say. All right, let's see how we're doing. All right, I'm gonna let this cool just a second. This gets really hot with the new EasyPress mats. They reflect all the heat back up into your transfer. So it gets really super hot, and I think I'm trying to peel a little bit too fast. There we go. Do I have any other pieces? Got his mouth, the handle. All right, so now that we have the whole design on or applied, I'm going to put the Teflon sheet down, and I'm going to press the entire thing for the entire 30 seconds. And I am trying to catch up with your comments while we're waiting here. Thank you, Joan. Yes, I did the mug yesterday. That's out of the new Cricut permanent vinyl. If you guys haven't tried this, it is, I have water in here, so I can't turn it all the way. It is new and improved. Weeds, super, super easy. I was shocked how easy it weeded. And I actually grabbed strong grip transfer tape, which I didn't need to do. Oh, my timer didn't go off. And it still worked perfectly. And press it from the back. And this is very forgiving. The Cricut standard light is very forgiving. If you press it longer than 10 seconds per layer, obviously it's going to be fine. You don't want to, press it for 20 minutes, but you don't have to worry too much. We're giving it a full press from the back. And there you have it. I will fix that hand. So that was really easy. That was 7 layers of iron-on, and it's not thick and bulky. I could have sliced out even more if I wanted to, but like I said, I try to keep no more than 3, maybe 4 layers on top of each other, and that's pretty comfortable. All right, what are your questions? Chelsea says, so confused about not needing the Teflon Cricut mat. I thought I need to protect the vinyl, suggesting where I can get more details. The only time I mean, using this is never going to hurt your application. It's only going to enhance it. When you're using these new Cricut EasyPress mats, they have been scientifically engineered to work with the EasyPress, and it's pushing all that heat back up. So using that and using this, which the purpose of these were originally to help evenly distribute the heat on your transfer between the design of the even heat of the bottom of this plate and the design of this mat, you really don't need the Teflon sheet. The only time I would recommend that you absolutely use it is if you're doing something that's going to, the fabric's going to melt, if it's heat sensitive, if you're doing a silk, if you're doing like those Dollar Tree, they look kind of like canvas, but they're not. They're a plastic material. You need to use a Teflon sheet, something that's going to melt. This, because I had so many layers and I needed to press it full time, I wanted to go ahead and put this on there. I could press it without it. You can also always just apply your transfer sheet back on it and then press it without the Teflon sheet. So I hope that clears up any questions. Where's a good source for t-shirts? If you need them in bulk, I would suggest Jiffy Shirts. I bought tons of t-shirts at Walmart. These were like $3.97 for my grandson. Can I use a wool mat? I'm not sure what you mean. Going by, Sheila. I have the windows open. It's gorgeous here. Sorry. Excuse me. After every use of the heat press, are we supposed to clean or wipe the bottom of it? I do not, unless you have something melt on it. I don't wipe mine down. Any other questions? Let's see if I missed any. Melody says the mats are amazing. I have to agree with her. They do come in 3 different sizes. Let me grab them. Oops. So we have the big size, then there's the medium size and the small size. And this is the small 6x7 EasyPress, just to give you an idea. So it works perfectly on this small mat and also on onesies. Or if you guys saw me the other day, I pressed the little toddler hat. And then you have this size, which I think is perfect for like the toddler shirts. I also have one that size that I keep my press on my desktop. But this new new holder doesn't really, I probably don't need that under there, but I do that anyway. And then this is the large one, which is, I think, the one, if you only could have one, probably use this one because you can work here. You can have your EasyPress over here. You've got a large workspace for large shirts. And if you have the new, grab this, the new 12 by 10 press, you have all of this pressing area and it's all on top of your mat. So I highly recommend the EasyPress mats if you don't have them yet. Put this up here so you guys can see them. Thanks, Melody. Had a few glitches. Is the mat better than a pressing board? Yes. The EasyPress mat, as I said, has been designed to, here I have one that's not opened. The EasyPress mat has been designed with all of these layers and they all serve a purpose. You have the durable cover and then you have a layer that wicks moisture. That's pulling the moisture out of your shirt or whatever you're pressing. You've got the reflective layer. That's the layer that's pushing the heat away from your desktop and back up in the project where it needs to be. And then you have the insulated layer. That's the cushion in here. And you have the protective barrier. These mats have a right and a wrong side, and it tells you the side down. All that heat's going to get pushed right back up. What's the difference between the different models? These three are exactly the same with the exception of their size. This one is 12 by 10, 6 by 7, 9 by 9. The difference between these and the original EasyPress, these heat up faster. These heat up to 400 degrees. The original EasyPress heats up to 360. These have a new and improved safety base on them. This allows less heat to get through and into your desktop, so it keeps everything safe underneath. It's also a little bit easier just to place it in there. The cradle's a little bit easier, not as clumsy. The color is different. And what else? You still have the automatic shut off after 10 seconds. The handle, you know, it's shaped the same. You still have your temperature buttons, your plus, your minus, temperature, time, start button, and your timer countdown button. I think that's the only difference. If you have the original EasyPress in this size, it still works. I mean, it still does everything that it did before. I would still highly recommend it. Actually, you can get them really reasonable on Amazon right now. These are going to be, if you're just purchasing your first one, go for the EasyPress 2. You're going to get that higher temperature. You're going to get the new and improved base, and you're going to have your choice of sizes. Now, as far as which sizes I recommend, I love this one for small projects like hats, onesies. If you're personalizing something small like a book bag, this is really easy to just hold on to and, you know, maneuver around, get in there where you need to be. I really like the 9 by 9. I know a lot of people like this one, but if I could only have two, I would have these two. But personally, I want all three, and I plan to keep all three. This is great for doing adult shirts, anything like a large project. If you're doing a wall hanging, you're doing a canvas, you're going to get more real estate with this one, obviously. But I love the 9 by 9, and I love the small one. And the EasyPress 2s will be available this fall. Do you have a video that shows how you determine what you click in an uploaded image to make sure it cuts appropriate? I'm worried about not doing it right. I'm not exactly sure what you mean. I have lots of videos that show you how to use Design Space images with iron-on. Any other questions? Also, for those of you that have maybe not been here or in the EasyPress group, make sure when you're using your EasyPress for the first time that you go on the Cricut website. It's cricut.com/EasyPress-recommended settings. Or if you just go to the EasyPress and look at the help, find the right settings for what you're using. They have one set of recommended settings is called EasyPress matte settings, and that's if you're using these EasyPress mattes. If you are pressing on any other surface, like a towel, a countertop, a wood, a steady Betty, anything like that, then you need to be using the other page of recommended settings, which say towel settings. Also, when you're pressing, always make sure that you're pressing on a hard, flat surface, not an ironing board, not a plastic resin table, not anything that has give to it, anything that could warp. Don't press directly on top of a countertop, like a granite or marble countertop. The problem with those is they act like a heat sink and they pull the heat away from your project and down into the countertop, which is what they're designed to do. But that's not going to work with your t-shirt transfers. You're not going to get that adhesion. Oh, yes, Sheila mentioned, and I forgot to mention, the new EasyPress 2s have the USB connection here, which is for future firmware updates. So if they want to change something within the firmware, the software that tells us how to work, they can do that via, you can hook it up to your computer and you'll be able to update it just like that. The original EasyPress 2 does not have that. Thank you, Sheila. If you click make it, will it show the cutting mats and you will see if something is wrong before you cut? Yes, absolutely. I don't know if I can show my screen. This new YouTube doesn't. I don't think I can. If you can, I don't know how. Let's see. No, I don't know how. I would show you, but I can do, you can check one of my videos. I'll put some links in the description below this video as soon as we're finished. All right, if there aren't any more questions, I will let you guys go. I was trying to get this done before the mailman shows up and my dogs go crazy, which it should be any minute. No, the USB port is not for accessories. It is for updating the firmware within the EasyPress. All right, guys, have a great day. Thanks for being here, and I will see you later. Bye-bye. Don't forget that Melody's going live in a few. Run over there, guys. Bye.